I added a couple of things, have some questions around the draft today and keepers and how that's going to work. Just give a little bit of context on that so that everybody is aware. So the keepers have already been chosen by your fearless leaders, and we will announce the keeper when you are drafted. The GMs do not have to take you first round. They have to take you in the round that the numbers committee came up with on where they think that you need to be drafted, and that's when you'll be drafted. So if a player is already a keeper, the other GMs already know, and they cannot draft you because the other person has enacted taking you as a keeper, and all the round one picks will happen today. Those may or may not be keeper picks, and if they are a keeper pick, we'll make sure that we announce that that is a keeper that was kept in the event that that happens at some point in time today.
Mm-hmm. Well, with all that being said, we are ready to get into our C tier right about now. So, we are currently we are waiting on the C tiers. Nessies have first picked here. What do you think Fishy is going to be picking up here? I know from the from Crashcast we have that in C tier we were expecting a Clicks pick up here. It was both Yoki and Goldmoon predicted that. Yep. But we do actually have our first pick in here. So slide to this one because I have to hide the transition. Your first pick here is a good pick.
It's a good pick. I can't wait.
I think he's kind of cooked with this one.
I can't agree more.
Gotta hide this from y'all real quick. In case y'all heard that. There you go. Now that it's initiated, I can go ahead and swap over here. So, your first pick, your first overall, will be Shuck for C tier.
I'm gonna say it right now. Man might break C tier. This is a honestly really good pick. You know, as somebody that's been in close contact with the numbers committee, I think that Shuck moved up and down a number of times, and I think that the final deciding was, let's stick him in C and see if he just crushes everybody, and see how it goes for next season. So, a lot of expectation that he absolutely crushes it. Like I said, great pick. I played with him in, well, let's look. Let's check the stats. I think I played with Shuck in 20 matches. It was a lot. And we won more than half of them. Yeah, we won 60% of the time together when I played with this guy. Absolute monster. Great pick.
Yep, and we are gonna go ahead and swap it back over to letting y'all know about the next pick here. So we were just waiting on Sosa's for that confirmation, and we will be ready to go with the next pick. But yeah, Shuck for C tier is kind of crazy, especially considering he just won the Grindhouse Combine tournament in AB yesterday. But I mean, man, on the border, man, we were able to make it happen. So I know Shuck is going to be an absolute monster in C, and while he might not be super excited to hear that news, he will at least have a lot of fun curb stomping everybody on the way to his glorious trophy that I expect.
What's up? Nessie's is coming out strong. I'm just saying that. Nessie's is out strong.
Mm-hmm.
That is a big lead to start.
Huge pick for C tier, honestly. But we're going to have to swap over here so I can hide things, but we do have our next pick in as soon as I can get things updated. Now, Sosa, is this one a keeper pick?
This one is not a keeper pick.
This is not a keeper pick, and this is a steal. I think he ran away hot with this one. Here we go. We'll swap this in. Gotta wait for that to finish. I'm gonna mute that actually, just so that y'all don't hear it before it actually happens, and then you're like, what is this? But your first overall for the Night Stalkers is Requited Zeus. Welcome to Sosa's team.
I did not get a chance to play with this person in combines, but checking the stats overall, it looks like pretty good win-loss percentage. Lots of goals and lots of saves as well.
What's the win rate? Give me the numbers.
Overall win rate. One sec. Now you're gonna send me to another thing. Hang on a second. Let me switch over here. Putting me on the spot. Let's take a look here. Overall win rate.
It should be on either the field versus view or like player versus field one.
I'm on the player versus player view. Let's see.
Go to player
here.
versus field, and then you can just look up Zeus, Requited Zeus.
Oh, player versus everyone?
Yeah.
Got it. All right, let's take a look here. Win rate. Average win rate, 41.86%. Lots of games in the B tier. Lots of games with the B tier. Lots of games. And still did really well.
Prove himself.
Oh yeah. It was good. And by the way, good pick. Going to the Night Stalker. That's a cool name, man. The Night Stalkers. I just like it.
It's really nice. I think Sosa kind of cooked with this idea. Just gotta add.
I think what also is really interesting is we're going to take these first round picks, and then now the GMs have the whole next week to work with these picks and talk about who did you play with, who did you enjoy playing with, where did you have synergy, what do you think is going to work, and then also, the GMs are going to have ideas too and say, look, this is the player I'm looking at, and what I think we're going to end up seeing is a lot of players playing with players all week this week as they figure out some of the players that they want to play with as well in this tier. In all tiers.
That the round one draft, giving coaches the opportunity here has been a very, very appreciated opportunity here.
Yeah.
But we are pretty much good to go to get into our next pick here. The Moby Dicks are picking up someone quite special. The first person from Goose.
Man, that white decal just looks good. It just looks good.
And it's a bit brighter here than it is in game, but there is actual scarring on that white too. So it's not just a flat white with the cool waves.
Okay.
We do have more that's visible there. But yeah, so we're gonna swap back to here, and I can hide the transition again. Haha. More just I have to hide the pick from players.
So far, how are we doing on the draft predictions from Gold Moon and Yoki? Are we 0 for 2? We're 0 for 2.
Yes.
0 for 2. Okay, 0 for 2. 0
wow.
for 2.
This is not.
You think we're gonna get a hit right here? Are we gonna get a hit? Somebody gonna get one right here?
They could, but I don't think they know ball like the coaches do.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, exactly. So, coming in next, though, to the Moby Dicks, we've got TJW.
So again, this is one of those guys that I didn't even know going into this season or hadn't played with, and let me tell you, of the games that we played together, I think we won all of them. This person rocked a 57.34% win rate, like way up there. Played in a lot of games. I think it's a good pick.
I'm just updating the
You good?
previous
You good?
picks so that people can keep track of things.
Give you next. Oh yeah. Oh, the pick is in. The pick is in, Darty. The pick is in.
Oh goodness. Well,
There you
if
go.
they got it in, I don't need to really play this graphic that much. We can go ahead and swap back up to us real quick. Oh, it was already there. I didn't even swap to the thing. That's why.
Yeah, we were on it. We were
like,
we were just chilling.
damn.
We were just chilling.
Sigh.
I gotta pull
My
this one up. I
efforts.
gotta pull this one up. I gotta pull this one up. I gotta get the stats here. The stats are
Yeah, you'll have a second. to do
important
that.
here.
Now,
Also, somebody I didn't play with on in the combines, unfortunately. You know, Cool Nerd hasn't been able to be on as much as he used to. You know, baby, new job, you know, those kinds of things. So, unfortunately, we weren't able to hook up for anything more than I think one game. But again, I like this pick that's coming in.
This pick coming in for Bass. The king joining the King Kongs is Skillacam.
Like I said, it's a good pick. I mean, I don't know what to say here. This is getting spicy in the C tier. I think from a prediction perspective, we're still Owen. We're still Owen.
We haven't hit
on the
one
picks. Have not
from
hit
Crash
one
Cast.
from the Crash Cast. Hey, you know what? That just tells you how much entertainment it is versus fact, right? Entertainment versus fact.
Yup.
You know, and again, the warning that comes ahead of it, saying, "Hey, this is what's coming in," is it's right there, right? So we know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Just like that, the next pick is in.
Good
Let me
heavens.
send this to you. Let me send this one to you, sir.
I'm not even having time to update the previous picks, which also for some reason are deciding that they don't want to do stuff.
You know, this looks good to me. I actually really like this. I really like just this screen with the decal running past on the Fennec. And,
oh yeah, this was
that in the back. I think it looks
to
good.
be one of my pre-rendered stuff, but you know,
Okay.
it broke, so I have to manually select that asset now. So I'm like, it messes with the whole thing. It would be a lot faster otherwise. But we're just swapping back to me so I can hide the pick real quick, and then we will swap over to this. Grimmy, this guy's name. So, this player, really good. Liking it for seats here. I think he cooked on this one.
I would agree. And are we going to see if the predictions got one? Did they get one? Did they get one?
Bang! Chewy Chungus joining Jorgmundir.
Elite pick. Really big pick. Surprised he went down to pick number 5. The guy just crushed. I mean, from what I'm looking at, he played quite a number of matches here. 133 games.
Good heavens.
Guy absolutely cooked. 36 total series. Of the 36, 19 MVPs. Man was cooking. That's a great pick. I think there's I would say there's probably some people that are like, wow, he's in C tier. Again,
That's
man
how
played
competitive
really
the
well.
season is.
I'm seriously, this is a good pick. I'm happy with this one too. Again, just for the first rounders, this is I mean, just I don't even know where it's going to go from here. I think that's the thing. And if we look at the Gold Moon Yoki predictions from the Crash Cast, we're still Owen. Are we still Owen? Double O for 5. Double O for 5. Yes, we are double O for 5 on
Yep,
the Crash
nobody's
Cast
hit anything.
predictions. No hits yet. No hits yet.
Hits.
Hey,
Crazy.
the GMs must know something that the rest of us don't. They must. Something's going on. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, this is kind of why they're GMs, and I just got a
We're
bunch
not.
of yappers.
Why they're GMs and we're just yappers.
Yeah, but while this next pick didn't necessarily fall where they expected to, they did guess this pick as
this
one
is
of the
a hit.
rounders.
We got a hit here.
This is a hit alert. They predicted
1 out of 6.
1 out of 6 first rounders, 0 out of 6 in the correct place. But
15% prediction rate, baby. Let's go.
Oh yeah. They don't know what's happening. But coming in hot to the race is Totra.
That's a really good pick. Also, this is a player I've played with quite a bit and have some experience with. Totra's got the ability of making things happen with the ball, right? And I think that the big question here is Mr. Days. How's Days going to build around a player like this that is very great on the on the ball on solo, and have support around him. I'm really excited to see what Days or the Wraiths do with the picks from that perspective.
Yeah, really excited. I was expecting Skillacam to go to Days, at least having that, and maybe Zeus to go to Days, because he has those previous coaching experience with them as the team assistant to Big Pharma last season. But seeing a Totra pickup, I think, is a huge pickup for C tier, honestly. But all that being said,
that's our C tier. That wraps up our C tier. That is our 6 picks off the board for C tier.
And we are
15% call it rate by the Crashcast, which again says we got some yappers more than some ball knowers. Again, I wouldn't say. I mean, I say they do know ball. You know what I mean? But that's me. I mean, I'm I'm old man and not very good at the game. But the GM's got to know something that we don't.
Mm-hmm.